What if the difficult situation you're going through right now is what you need to catapult you to the person that you want to become? Hey, Jason here, and if you've been watching the channel, you've been seeing me go through Johannesburg, show you how beautiful it is, how safe the city is, and how lovely the people are. And most importantly, I've been talking to you about success, what it is, and how to get it when it comes to three areas of your life that I focus on: happiness, health, and wealth. And so, I really want to talk about, how do you handle difficult situations today? So, most Americans will not relate to this unless they've been living abroad. However, most other people in the world can relate to what I'm about to say. So, I just finished going through immigration here in out in Santon, and immigration is immigration no matter where you go in the world or whatever country you're trying to go through. It humbled me when I first left the United States, because I was like, oh man, now I understand what a lot of Mexicans have to go through to try to get into America. And I'm like, yo, this system is just wrong, because it does treat you like a criminal. They're treating you as if you're someone who's not worthy to come into their country. And this happens towards Americans. It doesn't matter. Like, once you are going into another country's system, people in immigration, they're not the happiest, they're not the friendliest, and most of the time they're usually jealous or envious of you. They're like, how's this person coming with all this money? And none of that really matters, because nobody understands what's really going on in your life but yourself. And so today I ended up getting my visa, and guess what? I have 5 days left. And so I just started laughing. I was like, oh man, I thought I was getting a 1 year or 2 year visa. And he was like, oh man, no, you put in the wrong one. And then he was like, but you can either do a border run, or you can just try to put one in, or get married. For some reason, everyone here is trying to always throw that marriage option, which isn't a bad thing. However, I'm not looking for a monogamous marriage, meaning it would only be a marriage for a visa exchange. I get your visa, you can get an American visa. Like, that's the only way I would ever get married again, and it will only be for visa exchanges. Then once that time expires, hey, okay, it's time for us to get a divorce. Go on to the next. And so, in the beginning, I was kind of getting frustrated. I'm like, damn, now I got to figure out what country to go to next. Leave for a couple of days. I really didn't budget that in. And it's not like I don't have the money for it. It's just when shit comes up, you just like, ah. And I'm one of those, I like to be planned out in my life. I'm very regimented. The military did teach me that, to be very regimented. So I like to plan things out. I don't like too many surprises. And so, and when I was just like, you know what, maybe this is a good thing. I kept telling myself that. And then when I was in the Uber ride coming back home, I went and got some lunch first. I was like, look, let me treat myself. Let me do something good for myself, do some good things, keep myself in positive energy, and not focus on, oh, I have 5 days, then I gotta leave, and then come back and on the seventh day or something. Excuse me. And so doing that, on the way back in the Uber ride, there was a song playing, a Bobby Womack song from the 1980s. Now, this is how sometimes the universe is sending you signals, and you need to be aware of them when they're coming, because it's trying to let you know, like, yo, you on the right side. Things are going for you. Like, this is working out. Don't stress. And so the Bobby Womack song has nothing to do with not stressing. Like, it's one of probably his worst songs out there. And it's about him. I can't remember the name of the song. And my first time ever hearing it was 2 days ago, which is funny. I saw a clip on Instagram from Snoop Dogg, and he was talking about how, singers from the 70s or something, like, hey, they just was on a whole nother level of grinding. And so the song is about why is his best friend trust him so much with his wife when he's away for business. And I shit you not, that song came on the radio in the Uber ride, and I just started laughing. I know the Uber driver probably thought I was crazy, but I realized that it was just a message from the universe. Because think about it, a 1980 song from Bobby Womack that I have never heard in my life until 2 days ago, and it's playing in South Africa, in Johannesburg, exactly at the time I'm in the Uber ride riding home. Like, if that's not coincidence, like, come on, man. That's like almost getting struck by lightning 3 times in one day. Like, something's going on here. Like, you need to read the signs. And it just really reassured me. And it was just like, and I was like, you know what, man? Let me turn this into a content creation journey of, showing people, one, I can show you how to do a border run because most Americans are not familiar with that term at all unless they're in like Thailand or Vietnam. And two, I can show you also like creating content on the go. And so when I looked at it from that perspective, I was like, yo, this is not only a way to just blow up my channel, blow up all of my different marketing, but also blow up showing people like, look, man, look at what's out here. Like, I've never been to Botswana. I don't know what's there. So I'm gonna end up going to the city capital and I'm gonna just take the bus there. And the funny thing is a round trip ticket is like $30, dude. $30 on a bus. Like, man, if you're in the US and you take a Greyhound somewhere, it's like $200, man. And we talking about you ain't riding with the best people. Like the last time CC and I rode the Greyhound from Denver, Colorado, cause I was smuggling a bunch of weed. I had like three little lunch pails full of weed that I was smuggling weed back to Texas. Oh man, which was hilarious thinking about those days now. It wasn't, man, it was people on there scamming each other. Like one dude, I heard him in the airport, not the airport, the bus terminal. He told one dude like, yo man, they're gonna be checking the ride. Like, don't be having no weed on you. They ain't gonna be playing. Took all this young dude's weed. And he like, oh man, I gotta get rid of this. He's like, oh man, I can smoke some of it for you. He gave him all his weed, like just funny things. Like, so just to be able to share just see what the experience of like riding one of the buses here, going into a different country, crossing the border, like it's adventurous, it's fun. And also like, I feel like this is pushing me more and more towards being the true nomad that I want to be. You know, I don't want to be settled down in any one spot of this earth. I want to keep being able to move around. And this is going to be that catalyst that helped push me to become that person to where it's more like at a moment's notice, I'll probably just start going to different countries and stuff. And so I really wanted to share that with you because sometimes things may seem negative happening to us, but they're actually the things that we need to push us to become the person that we said we want to be. Like, think about it. Like, if you say, oh man, you know, I'm ready to start my own business. I can't keep doing this job anymore. And now your coworkers getting on your nerves, your boss getting on your nerves, they trying to overwork you, don't want to pay you more. That might just be the catalyst to tell you like, hey man, let's start looking for things that you can do on the side. And we have to start embracing these things. We have to start embracing these struggle moments and start realizing, you know, a struggle, there's two ends on the rope. You either you're pushing or pulling. I think I said that right. No, both are pulling, I'm sorry. That's the struggle. And so because both sides are pulling, like sometimes you just need to let go of the struggle and just go with it. Like, and that's what I'm about to do here. Like, I'm finna just go with this. I'm gonna go to Botswana most likely. I've been looking at the different countries around. I'm gonna probably go there, stay there for about 2 or 3 days, just stay in a hotel or an Airbnb, walk around, shoot some footage, you know, see how the people are like, which I imagine are just gonna be just as lovely as the people here. And, you know, just have fun. Like, there's no point in getting mad. There's no point in stressing. And who knows, maybe one day I'll probably just marry somebody here and that way I can get full citizenship or something. And we just exchange visas. They can go to America and I'm here chilling in South Africa. Who knows? But there's no point in being angry about because I didn't get the outcome that I really wanted. Because maybe this is the outcome that I really needed. And so we have to start looking at life this way. Maybe the things that we really want don't come to us because we're getting the things that we need at that exact moment. And so hope you got some value from that. I hope you got some laughs from this, especially with that Greyhound trip, man. That was funny thinking about that. And look, don't take life too serious. So many of us are living to die instead of dying to live. And it's like, we know we're gonna die, man. We know those days are gonna come, so live life. Just live every day like it's your last moment. Live every day like you are the best person in this world, because when that moment comes, and nobody knows when that moment comes, it happens. And you know what, when it happens, life keeps going. The world does not stop spinning. Even though I thought the world was gonna stop spinning when CC passed away, it didn't. It kept going. People kept moving, business partners kept going. People who we were in businesses with, or like our tax people, they just kept moving. They had to keep building their business. And that's one of the reasons why I have to keep moving too. Like, don't let life stress you out to where the point you're not enjoying it. And that's one of my biggest life lessons that I feel like I've learned this past year is enjoy life. Shit's gonna happen. Things ain't gonna always go your way. However, you can still enjoy life. There's something beautiful in each and every moment that we're still breathing in these avatars. And so hit the like button, share this if for someone who, like if you're an American, you're thinking about living abroad, definitely share this to anybody who's doing that. And just to let you know, like if you are an American and you do want to come to South Africa, do your visa process in America. I am going to see if I can find a way to get around having to go back to America if I want to do a longer visa. So just to let you know, for South Africa, you do need to do your visa in your home country. I don't know if this is a thing for the African continent, but most other countries are not like that. You can just go to the country and get whatever visa you want there. However, here it's a little bit different. I think it's from their old colonized system, and it's just some things they kept in place. But hey, it ain't things that we can change, so you gotta just enjoy it and deal with it. And so hit the like button, share this with anyone who could use value from this content, and have a great day.